All right, so I'm sitting here thinking about it. Yo, what I said in the first video, I'm still absolutely 100%. That's my feeling. We done did it again. We done stepped in our own nonsense one more time. Now, I'm trying to figure out, pardon me for the hand, trying to figure out exactly what went down and how this went down the day after a win, and a good win for that matter. Now, to me, one of two things happened, and this is a double-sided scenario here. One of two things happened. Thing number one, either Mills wanted to do a big serious trade for either D-Lo or somebody else, and Dolan was like, nah, we can't do that. That'll sacrifice everything that we've already worked for and already done. Maybe. And I think I might have expounded on this in the other video a little bit before. Maybe that happened. Or maybe Perry wanted to do something and he brought it to his boss and his boss was like, nah. But Perry was like, you know what? Nah, I think this is a really good move for us. So then he brought it to Dolan and Dolan was like, well, what'd Steve say? And he was like, well, Steve was not really on board with it. And Dolan was like, what? How could he not be on board with this great plan? Call him into the office. And then they have a discussion and Steve is adamant and Dolan is adamant and then Steve goes home. Or Steve didn't want to do the move that Perry might have suggested. And that's what got him out of here. But right now there's a lot of speculation and I was right. Not 2 seconds after I finished the first video, I went back on Twitter and oh my God, how many celebratory parties we're having for firing of a black man. Somebody just lost their job and we just jumping up and down. And the saddest part is, I'm not convinced that he was the problem in the first place. And now I'm even less convinced that it was him. And I wasn't on board with this sell the team nonsense, but I don't know what's happening. We've got 2 days to find out exactly what's going on with our franchise and what's exactly going on with the rest of the season. But I was infinitely more confident in the steadfastness of this organization this morning. And now it's 2005 to me all over again. We don't know what the hell we're doing. We don't have a plan. We're not rebuilding. We're not doing anything but the same old crap. And I've been watching this team for over 40 years. Since I was little. And I love this team. But since 2002, we have not made any really good, forward-thinking decisions for this team. We have fired and fired and fired and traded and free agents to death. And the highest we've gotten in 20 years is the 8th seed, guys. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. And to be perfectly honest, y'all, instead of celebrating this, y'all should be equally as frustrated and equally as tired, exasperated with the lack of any cohesive decision-making and steadfastness. It's all freestyle to these guys, apparently. They can't stick to a 2-year plan without firing people throughout it. And I have been on this platform adamantly standing up for sustainability and consistency with this